attention. That's never good when you're trying to read poetry. When I first went traveling, I was trying to be more of a balanced person. So I believed that the further I traveled away from the people and places I was, the more expansion I would find for the general terms of how people were. They'd be different. The ideas of what it meant to be black or male or female or straight or gay would expand somehow, and I would see a greater, grander world. What I found, though, was like different shapes, but underneath them kind of the cages of same people. And then I found myself learning about these places and then having conversations about where I was from. And so I worked out a series of connections. And so see if you can see how all these places look to me. So somewhere in North Carolina, a student has lost her grandmother and she's sitting in a chair. A police officer's in the classroom, which is confusing to me because why should cops be in schools in the first place? What are they going to help? What are they going to help by doing? Arrest ignorance or, cage sloth? Banned indolence? I don't know, but the girl is upset and she says go away. And I've worked with kids and been spit on by angry teenagers who have just lost their family, and there are ways to handle it, but flipping a chair upside down, dragging her across the room, throwing her across the room, and putting her in handcuffs is shocking enough to me, but that's a conversation about respect which went on and on and on about respect, but none for the little girl. The poem isn't about that. No, the poem is not about that. The poem's about the girl who sat in the corner like she was supposed to in class and just said this, "Oh my God, isn't someone going to do something?" And then went to a teacher and said, "Oh my God, isn't someone going to do something? You're being disruptive in class." But oh my God, isn't someone going to do something? And they arrested, check this out, I had to read it because I didn't know it. They arrested that girl because in that state, there is a law from burping, farting, being a bit of a rude dick in class, you can go to jail, get a criminal record. We're not talking about being violent to the teacher. We're talking about being a teenager, where we are the ones who have to do the work. They put that girl in jail for being a witness and being upset about it. That seems strange to me. Youth so dangerous that their nature of questioning needs to be backed up with jail. But yeah, I know, some of you are foreign, not to here, but to me, you go, oh, that's America. But then I hear tales of surfers. I mean, ladies basically in wetsuits, and some of them actually surfing. Where just because they wear something on their head, they have to get undressed in public, while people of the same nation, born in the same borders, tell them to go home. And that's not where I'm from. I didn't see the Klan anywhere in those photos. I didn't hear any songs called God Bless America anywhere there. I didn't see my ignorant burger-eating drear people there. That was the French, and aren't they fine and refined? Somewhere there's a nation where they still worship a queen. I know this because the break in their history of mine is that when they were raping the nation, the bastard child fought him off long enough to continue the rape again. And somewhere there, they want to take away the human rights laws that they themselves created for Europe. And that ain't even in places where they force you to put on clothes and question who you are walking with. I always thought that was weird, but I understood it. You see, Danny, when we were 15, on the right side of town, where the pool hall was fresh and clean, we used him for cab bait. We set him out front. When the cab stopped, he said 2 stops, and the stop was for me and Smitty, not for Danny at all. And yes, 1 stop was black, the other stop was blacker. So my question and for mention, as I see Black Lives Matter movements move across the world, fighting for different things under different names with different people, when you can smash up a bathroom, go home, keep your medal and laugh about it, but the girl with the curly hair who's got the attitude problem needs to be questioned, and the black guy who sits down for the national anthem, and here's a shocking one. I didn't know that there's a part of the song, and there really is a part of the song that basically says, yeah, free niggers die because you won't beat America. And I didn't even know that when he didn't stand up for it. I just knew my dad didn't stand up for it because he couldn't drink out of water fountains. And in school, he was smart enough to say, why should I praise a country that won't let me drink fresh water? And then I think about the natives who are trying to stop a pipeline that can poison everything. And they've only got 2,000 people standing beside them when the Bundys who wanted to just have free guns and Jesus brought more. And then I think of Spain, and then I think of France, and then I think of Germany, and then I think of Russia, and I think, why do you all look nationalistically? Don't you get it? They're separating you from each other, so that's the only thing you've got. That I am this and you are foreign. Collect, come together. I don't know if it's a poem, but these are electric times. These are necessary times. Your identity will be marked by the many identities and the many hands you hold to change the world. Because you thought the separatists meant separatism. Farage hung out with the Germans for a while in the European Union and helped kill the Britain out of that. But now he's holding Trump's hand, and I thought we were bad and slow. Don't you understand? Everywhere I lived is America. It's just you guys being forced to live with each other. And if we're having problems working it out, then you're having problems working it out. So work it out and stop holding on to the idea that a language, a border, a religion is going to save you from the disease of being human, from the call of being human. For the grandeur is being human.